Hammerhead on the beat, bitch.
Oh man, hell yeah. Rather late than never. This your boy, Get a Hope James, because we got to get a hold of the game. I'd like to thank everybody for joining me tonight for the live after show. Those that joined in for Bulldog Court for the proceeding that we had this evening. Little on the tardy side, you know what I'm saying? West Coast swinging tonight. Time throw it off. You know, I'm on mountain time now, so when I entered everything in, I did a last minute, put it all together, put all my stuff together to upload. I did the show already, but I gotta upload it after you record. And it put the time I put was for 8 o'clock, but that's 9 o'clock Central Time. Messed that all the way up. So, nevertheless, we here. We won't stress. Salute to everybody. Hold on, let me turn the music down a little bit. Yo.
Salute, brother.
Hey, hold up, I got one more. The Honorable One.
Yeah.
The Honorable One and Pressure Cap help join in for the festivities that we got going on this evening. The captivities.
Ooh, we man.
Ooh, we man.
Short bus will be pulling up in a minute.
Oh, that's what I come in, but we got 2 short buses.
Oh man.
He could roll with me. If I ain't know it wasn't shame, he could roll with me.
Salute to the chat, man. Appreciate y'all coming here.
Salute.
Yeah, man. I got big rims on my
Let me get my applause going for my brothers. I can't do it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He told me to put my sombrero on and come on.
My applause going for my brothers. Oh yeah, here come my short bus cop, bro. He ain't seen coming up in the building. Oh boy.
Boy, I know you licking the window too.
Man.
Hey, the camera is complete, baby. The
camera is complete, man.
Interstate cap. Pressure cap.
Oh, man.
J.Bo.
Hey,
we've been waiting on you, man.
We gotta come on with
a name, J.Bo. The last show, man. You left in there by ourselves, man.
You know when we go. You know I ain't got but one class. I ain't got but one class when we go to school. Y'all ain't knock on the door and tell me nothing. You know that lady don't let me out the class, man. Y'all could have knocked on the door and told little girl to let me out. And they told me you're not in the 12th grade. Sit down, son.
Hey, I told J.Bo, I'll see a short bus be pulling up in a minute. Oh man, my new ski teacher
Yeah,
when the shine, he could have rolled with me.
Hey man, we had the U-Haul waiting on you, man. We picked you up. You
Yeah,
know what I'm talking about?
you ain't got no windows
Yeah.
on the U-Haul. I like to lick the window when I be riding.
We were waiting on you. Right, we were waiting on you. Yeah, at SDA, you had to bring that big old hat on the semi bed.
Man,
We
he
waiting
ain't
on
got
you,
no
J-Bo.
windows.
You ain't show up.
He ain't got no windows in the U-Haul.
Hey, you ain't show up.
You
Had to
ain't
have a
show
whole
up.
cat
We
helper.
waiting on you.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't show up for what y'all ex twin.
hey, we need all the help we can get, J-Bo. You press a
Well,
butt
you know
out the
how,
two-handed cap. We need
J-Bo,
all
Hey,
hands on deck.
hey, J-Bo.
J-Bo,
At least you,
when you asked that man that, you know what that was similar to? All of us
What
was
is
on
that?
Samurai. All of us on Samurai. Me, Schoolboy, Samurai, somebody else. And a white dude called in. I guess he was prejudiced for being funny. And said, I thought y'all was scared of dogs.
I remember that.
You get that? What he said? He said, I thought y'all was scared of dogs. Say, bro. I ain't saying nothing.
You
I
know
hung
you
up.
want to get off and run.
Say, bro, but
hey,
say, but that was fire when he said that. Like, that ain't the phone up the lab, bro.
hey, you hit below the belt. He wasn't playing.
Yeah, dude. He said water. He said, I thought y'all was scared of dogs. Oh, boy. That was fire. Yo, next thing, man, there was that cat. He wasn't prepared for that.
Right.
We might as well. Mm-hmm.
Boy, I sat down and stopped looking for the leak when you asked that man that. Well, no, indeed, boy. I ain't walking no more.
Oh
It
man.
was I did got back on the bus. Y'all trying to get me put back out.
Right.
I ain't get back on that bus. They ain't juicing me up to get on that bus no more.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't been right. Wouldn't been right if we wasn't doing our job. You gotta regulate this crap out here.
Yeah, God,
Mr.
no, look like you
216,
should.
old man.
You get the resume of the captain before you get on the boat. Y'all wanna pull off and told little boy, I said, but look here. Is you lying or what? Oh, no.
J-Bo so crazy. He said, oh, no. He said, oh, no.
They done went out.
J-Bo said, I
J-Bo,
thought we was there capping
got
until
you,
you
bro.
started asking real questions.
Yeah,
got
bro,
kicked
this
off
ain't
the
no
bus too,
game.
J-Bo. I don't know if you noticed, I got kicked off the bus too, J-Bo. I'm stuck back in time.
Oh, but this ain't you we really talking to then. At least you brought your cell phone.
Right. Man, I'm on the payphone.
Okay. You passed hell yet?
You know you back in the day. Hey, that's hard pressure. You back in the day. You ain't got no damn cell phone. You got that doggone payphone. You better get that quarter. You better use that quarter. You back in the 90s. You better get in that booth. You better go get in that booth, J-Bo.
Yeah,
You better go get in that booth.
I'm
Hey,
live
dog,
from the payphone.
I got a ride when I made it to the blue stove. Just letting you know now. It's the blue stove. Right on the other side of hell when you pass it. I know this old chicken surrender this old chicken in the past.
Hell no.
I knew that didn't you? You asked that man about that dog.
Man, I got kicked off the bus.
Yeah, man, that was a hell of a question, y'all. Oh my God, Lee, I know I ain't hear that. And then he asked it
Public
again.
wants
And then King T holler.
Head on the beat,
Then King T holler, cap. I was like, what? Oh, I wasn't about to let y'all get me into that.
But I'm saying, but you gotta understand that,
But then he
that you know,
called.
like I say, stuff like that. That right. You want to make sure to straighten the cap up. He had to straighten the cap up. It was a little cricket on the side on the side of the wave cap. He just straightened it out. He was like, no, not that one, but the Brett, not Red Ace, but the Brett, not that one. I will have to go with that one. You say no, it's no problem. He straightened the cap up. Hey, that's no problem.
Right.
Is we in the car right now riding, or we by the house talk? Cause I ain't gonna be messing with you. You still up talking about get out.
I ain't gonna do you like that. I ain't gonna do you like that.
You know, you drive a big bus yourself. I sure won't get in the back.
Right. The interstate cap, baby. We coming out the Rocky Mountains with it right now. From the mile high.
SDA brought the big cap in last week. We were back in the flatbed. I had a whole
I should have stopped by Cookies and brought y'all some goodies back when they were open. I should have stopped by what they call Cookies. Brought y'all some stuff. What they did?
I don't want no cookies. I don't want no cookies, man. You get food with cookies. I don't want no cookies.
What they call?
I don't want no cookies.
I thought that was so that you roll up right there. I ain't know.
No, you tell people to come in with your finger when you trying to offer them cookies. I don't want none of that.
Oh hell no!
Yeah, I want none of that. I don't want no candy. I don't want no cookies. Pass the turn around.
That right. But they don't tell them what all they got out that way in Colorado.
Oh man, who you starting out with? Who you starting out with tonight?
I'm gonna start out with the story with the first case. I'm gonna start off with looking at LP's Lil Bill. I'm looking at the Lil Bill dog with that butt skin and the black on the tail like a Jeep dog, but your mom and dad the black is 1,000 midnight. Your grandma and granddad the black is 1,000 midnight.
I looked at a breeding they did with them. They bred them to Elite Kennels Freebie 2. And them puppies came out buff skin with black muscle. I'm just saying. And
you see what I'm saying? Somebody took it.
She the same thing. That's a lot of black. I don't know. I'm throwing the cap. I can't help it.
I knew it.
Yeah, I gotta throw the cap. That's just too much black. I mean, it can happen, but come on, man. God damn. The whole litter was buckskin with black muzzle? The whole litter?
Yeah, the whole litter, man.
Not one.
And I thought that was mighty
one
strange.
black one.
They put a picture of the whole litter.
It wasn't enough out in there. Right. It wasn't enough out in there for that litter to be that color. I'm just saying.
So you know, suspicious is against the law. So that's what I've been seeing on TV. Being suspicious is against the law.
Well, they sure be getting a lot of people on it, wouldn't they?
Wasn't nobody else black?
Suspicious. All of them. I ain't seen. I was looking all over them pedigrees off the offspring. I ain't seen no black dog. But your mom and daddy black, your grandma and granddaddy black on both sides.
Right.
You got black dogs throughout your pedigree. Midnight Cowboy.
It kind of sound like a duck then.
Yeah. So I said the change must have happened. Now that's supposed to be a beautiful inbreed. Ain't that supposed to be an inbreeding? That's Elwood bred the Shady Lady. That's a brother and sister breed. So you inbreeding on two black dogs.
Right, coming off a black dog.
And you come out buckskin.
Off a black dog.
Yeah.
Ain't but one way you could be alive. Yep. And we all know in life how it could be. It's got to be the baby daddy.
That right?
Yeah, don't be no ever one kind of. Yeah, you can't make but one mistake, and that's the baby daddy. So
right.
either the neighbor dog might have got a little bit of it too.
Maybe
lying on
maybe turtle cat.
Yeah, he lying on it. Lying on the pedigree. He got this apple in it. I have this apple in it from the hairy dog next door.
Oh Lord.
The intention they bred to something else.
Wait.
Yeah.
You know, back then, they had a lot of baby daddies.
Yeah.
They used to have 2-3 different baby daddies.
And them dogs look like turtles.
I just think, that's what I'm saying. How you got up back then? It's just like peanut butter jelly. If I got a bunch of Rasta dogs, I got a bunch of G dogs. I got some G dogs too.
Right.
You can't put one without the other. I mean, you could make you some sugar peanut butter, but I'm just saying, if you got a chance to get some peanut butter, you got to get you some jelly with it, man.
Hey, bro, I ain't thought nobody else did that before, bro. All right, bro, that's when you get desperate.
Man.
Hey, bro, you get desperate though when you put sugar in the peanut butter.
All right.
I'm telling you, man. Put a little syrup in there. Mix it up, man.
Hey.
Yeah, I did that before, but I also put a little sugar in the peanut butter because I had no syrup.
Oh, yeah. I had no syrup. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it did. That's right. It ended up in the same place.
That's all right. Yeah, that's it. But like I said, you gonna have some G back then when you got some rascal, or vice versa. So that's why I said, look at how they come out. They looking to the letters of a G dog. Them puppies I showed up there. Look at them, buckskin black man with the black on the tail.
Okay.
So that's the Kobe dog resembled that color, didn't it? Buckskin dog, black on the tail, black. So what happened to the black Kobe dog? Kobe dog was black and white, buckskin, brindle. So they wasn't red nose, but they were a lot of black and white. So why none of them dogs down from Pennyboy and none of them other dogs were black? Why were they buckskin? And they were being bred on the Kobe dime stuff.
Hey, but one of them dogs, what was that? Kobe's Teach? Kobe's Teach, I think, is responsible for the old family red. Well, played a part in the old family red line.
That's that brother dog?
Yeah.
They were T probably 20-25 times more, the more dog.
Right.
And they.
I don't think we got big enough caps.
Then Lou say he. Let me go get my sombrero. Let me go get my sombrero for my guys. Put these sombrero caps on.
Hey, SDA, I might need to order another one of them big old caps. You deliver it down in my field again.
Cause J.Bo, did Lou tell you hit Kobe dogs don't throw red nose?
He said he don't have red nose though.
He don't have
He's saying
red
he
nose.
never will. He don't have red nose dog.
I think
His
I
dog don't
think
even
it's
prove
on
red nose
T's
dog.
pedigree too. I think it's on T's pedigree that he responsible for the I want to say Lightner dog, the Lightner old family red dog. I want to say, yeah, Kobe Steve, Kobe Cap.
Ooh, we done had 1945, 1935 cap.
Yeah, because when I talked to him, me and my partner was having an argument about somebody had sold him a red nosed Kobe dog, and I tell him it couldn't have been because Kobe dogs don't come in red nose. So he called him. He put me on the spot. He said, man, Mr. Kobe, me and my partner, we having a dispute on do your dogs become red nose. And he started laughing. He said, hell no. I'm having a red nose. Let me talk to him. I said, I ain't said it, but he must have thought I had said it. He called me out. I just told him I didn't like those brindle dogs. I wanted a buckskin tape, bro. He sent a picture. They had 11 puppies on it. They had brindle, they had brindle and white, they had buckskin, they had black and white, and they had 1 and 2 all black ones. So my partner Larry bought one, but he told Larry the brindle and white male. I told Larry to call him back and tell him I'll get one, but I want one of the black ones. All that buckskin one. So Larry called him back and told Larry to tell me that only way I get one of those dogs from him if I buy 2 brindles and breed them together. That's the only way I be able to get a black or a buckskin dog from him. That's the only way. I got to buy 2 dogs and I could get one like that. So I told him what any other American should tell him. F you. But I said it the real way. I used all 4 words. And he gave it right back to me. Well, with a 52-pound male.
Oh.
Oh, that was that cold, that those dog.
He wanted smoke? He wanted
smoke? Those was going for his 3rd one. He told me he was in Texas. I could get that.
Oh. Okay.
When I had and then he told me to shut the weather. I said, shut the F up. I'm like, damn, dog. If I know what I know now, I'd have took that loss. I'd have been famous, boy. Who else you know winning the COVID?
Oh man, that was hey J.Bo, that was just padded your story. That's all.
Wow, would it? I got whooped by COVID too.
Hey, you can't say that. It ain't happened. You can't say that. You want to spank it. It's just mad that you could spank it.
Boy, I ain't had enough nothing to spank COVID.
You'd have gave up all that weight and still ran Kobe out. They've been talking about you. Shoot.
Man, J.Bo been
J.Bo somebody book here to did that. Should have pulled that out. Been in somebody's book.
Oh man.
Texas don't play that.
Hey, they would have rolled it up there too.
Texas don't play that.
They went through all types of cat stories. Oh, it was over for the first 5 minutes. He dog.
I ain't never came out of Texas safe before.
If you would have had something, you would have that time.
All right. Yeah, I tell you what, you couldn't have pulled me on him that day. I was nice and green too. Yeah, bro. I ain't lying to you. I just ain't had nobody at that time that was with me to say F him too. I ain't had nobody to push from my back. See, I needed somebody that was behind me to push me into him. Get him, Bo.
Right.
Yeah, he broke me down like a shotgun.
They tried to school me to that. As soon as I got the ticket, somebody the ticket. I said, man, I don't care nothing about no ticket. He said, all right, I think you need to reconsider. I said, what? Nigga, what kind of truck y'all pulling over here? I got to reconsider. Ticket.
Hammerhead on the
Yeah.
beat,
Yeah, Texas don't play
Go back
fair,
to what
bro.
J.Bo said.
Right.
He said they ain't let you get away like that.
Not in Texas. Bro, you get away like that,
Mm-hmm.
you can win and don't win.
You gotta.
No, man. Hey, well, so you can win and not win.
Yeah, bro. And not come home and still be alive.
Damn.
Bro, I ain't messing with
Snoop
Texas.
Dogg, man.
I don't even want to smoke no more weed from Texas.
Mm.
Damn.
Nothing. I don't want nothing from Texas.
Oh, man.
RBG Longwood, salute.
But that's your
Mad
neighbor.
Doctor, Mr. 501. Nigga, Mad Doctor talking about no Kobe. I think he had a little Kobe mixed in with that Hank blood. J.Bo, Kobe Buckskin, Brenda always somewhere. Brenda and White, we won with them. Okay.
Just to prove that he was gonna put it on my butt. And then Dozer, I think Dozer was one of the better ones.
I think you would have got him, J.Bo. You would have made history.
Yeah, I would have made history, bro. And then my partner, my partner had one. My partner had one that might have went 50 pounds. I tried to get him to take the match.
Want to go to the
yeah, bro, my boy told me, bro, they tell somebody, you ain't got nothing to lead them people on, bro. I'm like, oh, all right, you scared too, huh?
No, he didn't tell you leave them people alone.
Yeah, bro. Oh, you scared too, huh? He told me right on. Oh, right on, bro. He wasn't a part of no Kobe either.
Oh, man. Oh, man. J.Bo, that would have been the one right there.
Yeah, especially he been lying. He been lying the whole time talking about he had COVID, dog.
Uh-oh.
No partner. He been lying the whole time. Oh, I got them COVID, dog. I was like, let's go into COVID, one of them. He won't do that. Oh, you better leave them people alone.
Dang. Then we're gonna smooth slide over right into the second case. When we were talking about the Calvin Crabs, the mystery of Calvin Crabs and the Red Boy dog. This African American dog, man, was really the person, and he swore that he's the one who sold Red Boy to Bass. He was not found in a park. He was not bought from a little boy for $1. He was not tied up to a fire hydrant. All these many different stories encapsulated all together. And number one, I can't understand why people get so upset when another story come out. And number two is, I want everybody to understand that these stories were not brought forth by African American dog men. These were brought forth by Caucasian dog men talking about a particular man that they knew back in the days who he had those kind of dogs and did whoop Till. And Till did buy dogs from him, and they had knowledge that he bought dogs. But there was unpapered dogs, unregistered.
So he put the cap on. That's where the cap started.
Right.
That's how they turned brown buckskin on.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Jeff probably only threw 2 good dogs, and that's Melon Outlaw and Coleman's Turkey. I'm probably the only best dogs he threw.
Well, didn't Jeff quit?
Yeah, Coleman's Turkey. That's right.
Yeah, I think them the only good dogs he threw.
I'm talking about, did he quit himself though?
Yeah, they was it him or Sarge?
Quit. It was him or Sarge that quit. One of them quit.
I think that was Thursday.
Yeah.
But he won one.
So we asking the wrong question. Why are they still getting dogs off these? Why are they still getting dogs off these active curves that curve? Who do that? That defeats the purpose. They shouldn't even name dogs curves if you're still gonna use them.
True.
That shouldn't even be a name that we use if you still use the dog. Why single him off and name him something that you don't want, but you still use it?
Right.
Oh, it's kind of like calling, you don't mess with your ex-old lady, but every now and then I still see your car parked around the corner. You don't want nobody else to get it up. I can understand it like that. I don't want nobody to get it either, bro. So that's why you beat the curves. You don't want nobody to get it.
That's the sauce. That's the
but you're still
sauce.
giving it.
Oh Lord.
That's the secret sauce they didn't want nobody to know about. That's the only thing you need.
The women say you can't. The women say you can't go with both of them at the same time.
I need this curve for this out. I need it. It would complete my whole bloodline. I need this curve. I put so much effort into making this curve, and it curves. But I need it. It's my whole yard at one. And
then they show you how the devil is. The devil still get him. I knew the word before I was about to say it, but he is still produced.
Right.
Yeah, that's the torture part of it.
Right.
He still has the qualities to produce, but he's a curse. How would you even find that? How would you even find that out though?
And you got his grand champion son on a brother on the yard, and he ain't producing nothing for you.
Salute, Dory.
But he ain't a curse though.
He ain't curved, but he ain't producing nothing for you. But
I'd rather have him on the yard than have a curve on the yard.
Right, but he had to keep that curve. Because that curve the one that's throwing that.
I know one thing.
Yeah, so it's right back to how you found out. What made you find that out?
You know what made him find that out? Took him home. He went home.
I actually don't know. That's all. I want you to say the word that took him home. That's the part I'm trying to get at. So in front of all those people, him standing there with his tail in his butt. And everybody else laughing and grinning, and the other people counting your money. You put the collar back on him and wash him off and take him back to the house.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what he did. He took him out back. He made sure he pulled the pistol out. Didn't box. Then he took him out back. And he hit one in the air. And he put him in the car, and he was gone.
Oh yeah, right back. Back in the days, you rode by yourself. It was safe. It was safe. You rode by yourself. You needed no people to ride on with back then.
There you go. He went
right down
the back of the bar. He let one off. He put him in the car and rolled off.
But you know, the old man, like everybody else around the world, say back in the days, when somebody won, if you lost, the next day, you're gonna have company at your house with your partners to come, to chit chat, bullshit around. To look at the album. The first of all is sneakily trying to find out if you kept that. That's what they really come there for.
Yeah. So that's what they want to see.
Hey, if it ain't no doubt, ain't no doubt. J.Bo, a real dog, man. So he telling you the inside of the mind of a dog, man. Back then. He telling you all the sneak moves and everything. Now we just talking about the highlights, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna chit chat about what happened last night, whatever. We gonna talk about whatever. But they're trying to look back there to see. You see that?
Ain't been around your way.
If you kept
around
your
way in 2 years.
All right.
Way in 2 years.
Matter of fact, old boy, go with your old lady. You used to be old lady at your house.
No, boy,
the one thing about it.
Yeah, he ran me one of them.
Yeah, if they look by there and see that dog by that, they is not gonna hold that in. They gonna say, "Hey man, you
Oh no,
I
they
said,
might
hell
not say nothing in front of you. They might not say nothing in front of you, but they gonna be to call somebody before they left your house. Man, you know if so and so still got this dog back here. And so people say this thing like, they got a kennel partner, and one disagreed that the other one didn't work the dog right. You messed the dog up. So one saying he occurred, and one saying that he ain't occurred. You just worked him wrong. So usually on Sundays, they'll roll him again. Everybody get together and then roll him again. So usually, if everything you seen was right, he gonna quit a little sooner than he actually did. And the only way that you see something different is when somebody rubbed you and you didn't know it.
Right.
But 9 times out of 10, when you see him quit like that, tomorrow when they roll him, it's gonna be even faster when he quit this time. Boy, I seen some hell of a fight, bro. I'm talking about people crying and start fighting behind that curb, bro, because they loved that was his dog. That was my dog. You had the mom and dad of a damn with mine. You messed him up.
Right.
But I never seen nobody go hide him in the woods, see everybody leave, and then put him back on the chain when you're gone.
Hey.
Then all of a sudden you got a little puppets now. That just all of a sudden they got a little older than it was before you matching. But when you see them, their size ain't matching up with the date that you give it. That's 19 months ago on paper. But these dogs 6 month old size.
Hammerhead on the beat, bitch.
So that's what we should start falling for, dog. Not the cap. Not the cap.
Right.
Not the lies upon the cap. It's the dignity. I can't even say it right. I won't say that. I won't say that. I won't say it. I got to. I'm gonna say it a different way. I already said it.
You already said it.
How you keep it from me? I ain't gonna say it loud. I ain't gonna say that no more. I ain't gonna put it like that, bro. For some people, I don't know, bro. But you know,
but it's true though, J.Bo.
Just because you prove you breed a curve don't mean it ain't gonna produce. Just because he quit don't mean that he ain't gonna produce. Just because I'm saying this, and it may sound stupid to somebody that kept that curve and he produced, I just ain't got it in my body to keep him, bro.
That's it.
That's why I said I was trying to say that I couldn't get it out. When you said that, you said when Pressure say, Pressure said you got the grand champion, his brother, a grand champion right here. He said, well, I want to breed. He said, well, he ain't producing nothing. He said, but this Kerr, his brother Kerr, he producing. He said, man, well, give me. I still gonna breed to the grand champion. I was saying to myself, I said, but that boy a real dog, man, cause that is the. It don't matter how crazy it sounds.
Right.
That's so I can have it not on my consciousness, even though I know this dog ain't gonna produce me nothing. But I can't do it. I can't breathe that way.
Even I know that cur gonna probably produce you a good dog or two, you still gonna get some curs off of it.
See, bro, not only is I'm gonna give him away, and if you breed him, I'm coming after you. Straight up.
Hey, I feel you, J.Bo, because he only gonna give you 1 or 2.
I'm coming after you, dog. Yeah, dog.
Marquis B, salute Marquis B.
1 good one, 1 decent one, and the rest gonna be curs. Every day.
Right. Here I come.
With that 1 good one.
He got to be good. I'm figuring you ain't gonna get but 1. Yeah, if I got but 1, at least I know what he is already. I ought to get you at least 3 times. You still trying to find your one. I'm bringing the one I know this one.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you at least 3.
What's your boy?
At least 3 times.
JT, you on here? What short boy cap at? Short boy cap might be knocked out.
Hammerhead on the beat, bitch.
So let him speak on something.
They got ground so King Elvis, no J.Bo. I'm afraid of all them people up there.
No Vindicator neither.
Yeah, I'm afraid of all them.
Yeah, that's all I seen was King Elvis. I seen King Elvis running around.
Yeah, I seen a couple of pictures of him. You see how shiny black he was?
Right.
I just say
Yeah, don't look like
dog.
yeah, don't look like nobody ever had a tongue on him.
Mm-hmm.
You saying they ain't even have a slobbing match? You saying
Not
they ain't
even,
never, he don't look like he ever had a slobbing match?
He ain't never kissed. He ain't never kissed before. Oh. King T, I'm lighting up them sprinkles, boy. I got me down them sprinkles.
Oh shit.
I'm lighting them sprinkles up, boy.
Here we go.
Hey,
bro. What kind of man that's in these dogs that take all their time in these dogs, that spend all their money in these dogs, that all this expectation in these dogs, do all this traveling for these dogs, sacrifice you, your family, and your household for these dogs. You work for these dogs. And then when it comes time to look at one, after you did all that, he quit. And then you decide to keep him and carry on your line of dogs with this dog.
Ooh.
And look like you defeated.
One time.
I'm listening to this. You're going to jail by yourself. Go ahead.
I heard Fat Bill say back in the days on that video he had, he said he never bred to a cur knowingly.
Yeah.
And I know it's a cur. And I bred to him. He said I never did that. He said he never did that. So like I say, it's and like I said, me and King T were talking earlier this week, even down to the pedigree. We knowing it's inaccurate and not true in a lot of cases. They're like we talking about the Calvin Krebs and the Red Bus stuff, and he putting the Teals Jeff stuff with it, and we talking about hollering about Kobe's dime, and that dog might not have a dime in there, not one dime in that dog, and but we'll philosophize it. You know what I'm saying? We see what the Kobe dime. See that go with the Jeep, cause he got the Jeep right there with the Philly boat. So you put that together, then Black Shine, see. And then we go to philosophy, find all the lies. But for whatever reason,
he really off 9. He really off 9 cent on.
Right.
He off 9 cent.
And wasn't there a story about J.Bo too? Wasn't there a story about him too?
Yeah, they said that he got him from some guy that wanted a hunting dog, and then they traded him to get a guy a hunting dog. Then they say he came from a black dude. Then they say somebody found him.
His brother really?
Yeah, so where else on the P come from?
Why Arizona P look?
Yeah, they would say you can't. How you got a brother?
Yeah, so where else on the P come from? You found J.Bo.
I was just saying.
Alright, maybe back in the day. Maybe like back in the day when we used to find each other. If you know what I mean.
Man.
That's the
But I ain't know what mama phone you do.
My cat back there.
We ain't seen us since mama saw her. There's a cap back there, but wasn't nobody wearing no caps back then. It was lies.
Ooh wait.
Wild mongoose. Salute.
that was a white collar crime back then. A small lie. you know, it was illegal for us to lie.
He came with a pedigree and a brother.
Check this out. Was it legal for us to lie back then?
No.
But we couldn't tell no lies back then.
For the pedigree.
Yeah, you better not. You better say I don't know. You still getting the beating, but you better say I don't know about.
Yeah, you better take that I don't know.
See, that's where we invented the fifth. Oh, it wasn't none of
But
that.
that's like Ironhead though. They say Ironhead. That Carver did get a dog like bred like Ironhead, like with that pedigree, right? He said he really liked the pedigree, but the dog ended up quitting. And when he used to go down to Mexico, he got Ironhead,
Hammerhead on the beat,
which was a good dog to him, and he put that pedigree or that cur that came from Tudor on Ironhead. Yeah, he was like, man, I really like this pedigree. Now, for those people that want to be cute, and think I pulled it out the air, it's in Frank Rocker's book, or Frank Roker's book, Fighting for Life. It's in that book.
Yeah.
Frank Roker, he had that in his book.
Tell Mad Doctor, that's an American thing now. It's like apple pie, baseball, and Chevrolet. All right? Boy, you seen that show that I did?
I seen a couple of them you did. You been on
the one I just did. I got Maurice Carver up there with holding up a picture. Then right when they go on Pinocchio, I got Pinocchio. Come on, right behind.
I'm trying to go see that. You had me rolling last week, J.Bo. I said Pinocchio, so nose so long. They can't even close the casket. He said, no, they turned him sideways and buried him. I said, I said, J.Bo gonna come one better. I didn't even think about that. I said, they can't even close the casket, nose so long. He said, no, they buried him sideways. Hell no.
As long as you leave him a few feet, that line gonna last for a couple of days. He out of here.
Right.
I saw a picture of Maurice Carver, and then they go over got Pinocchio talking on that. Then he's lying. Then he's lying, trying to keep his nose from growing. I said, bro, I hope I ain't make nobody mad with this one, bro.
Oh, hey man, they can't get mad with that. Everybody know. Listen, the people before us even know. The people before us know.
Man, we didn't know, bro, because Cobra was the last name that was out there that was untouched, uncensored. He was known to still have all this credibility until these dog shows with these black people doing all this picking. I mean, I would leave that alone after that. You don't notice ain't nobody ever talked about Cobra till we started these podcasts.
Anybody
ain't nobody safe, bro.
Anybody that don't know.
But the bad thing about it is it's public record. We ain't making it up. They said it.
Right. It's on the pedigree. Look at Kobe's teeth.
It's on the pedigree.
It's gonna be a Lightner dog. It's gonna be a Lightner dog, and it's gonna have it wrote on there. Major part of the old family red blood. It's gonna have it wrote on the pedigree.
Man, Mr. Kaminsky said that he went to J.P. Colbert and bought a match dog that they were selling off of a nice size Boston Terrier. So he was selling match dogs off of Boston Terrier to go into this black dude. this Mr. Willis dude. And then it said that he hooked his partner up into the Boston Terrier dog that he went got for old boy, and the black dude beat his partner. So he ain't like the way Mr. Willis was sticking his chest out. So he went bought another mixed breed dog and stopped him. And then bought the dog that then stopped him. Everybody started telling him that the dog that he bought, that stopped old boy with, he was a cur too.
Oh no.
Dang.
And the dude that he rode him with had stopped him.
Oh no. It was the Cur Fest? They had a Cur Fest going on?
Yeah, bro. All this from COVID, bro.
Yeah, the Cur Fest going on.
All this from COVID.
Oh man. Yeah.
Come on now, dog.
No,
Come on,
bro. But it wasn't hiding. This was written. I think that was Kaminsky. Wrote that.
Yeah,
that's one of his peers. That's one of his peers.
That's country gentleman cap right there.
Yeah. After he'd already said he had Dalmatian and Carter to his dog.
Oh. I wish somebody would get an interview with Danny first to hear some of the stories he got to tell. Oh yeah.
I want to hear the one where he was beat Bobby Hall up. You hear the story about he beat Bobby Hall up?
Yeah.
And Bobby Hall over there or whatever that was, had to get him off of Bobby.
They pull the pistol on it, then.
Yeah.
Pull the pistol.
Yeah, that little thing.
I should like to know what you got on Bobby, bro. When he wanked at you?
Oh, wait.
He was capping?
Oh, get a little too physical?
Yeah. I wonder what that was all about. I know they were Ace, Boo, and Coon. Both of them were conditioned to choke off. Both of them was hell of a dog, man, choke off. There had to be something personal.
Yeah.
They said old Burton was a hell of a conditioner.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So how you condition Hank? I wonder how you condition Hank. Why really had something to on him, bro?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never seen nobody say they ever seen Hank go. Looks like that ought to be public record. He changed hands so much. Somebody should have seen him, huh?
They was too dizzy.
I know they. I just say they giving them away because they couldn't even sell them. They must be giving them away.
They was too dizzy.
I'm gonna go back there my house and leave me in the backyard. I'm just leave me in the backyard and just ride out. Right fast. Get a hold of that doggone dog back here. I told him I didn't want that dog. Go turn it behind, dog. He yours not there, bro. He yours not.
Reba Oldman got up there.
Hold on, put it up there. J.Bo, historically speaking, how often did Pride ruin a good one, and that good one received the Cur title because of the negligence of a camp?
At a 35% rate, if the camp had that same thing right now, what you say 35% of the dogs fall into this cap right here.
Yep.
It could be so simple. It could be so simple that when you got one male dog and you got the dominant person of the camp, some people be claiming the dog. Some people love the dog more than other ones. Some people be wanting the dog to go a little slower than who buying the dog food. or
Mm-hmm.
or just that little simple hatred,
Hammerhead on the beat, bitch.
divide camp dog, and then that everybody want their name on the dog when you happen to see him do good. One or two of them might think you ready. The one that buying the dog food gonna always do what the Mortimer ain't gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I used to see that right there, Tad. It was always about them. It was never about the dog. And then when the dog did good too, looked like that was the dog's worst thing he could ever did. Was to speed up his history without him being ready, you know.
Right.
Some people look at him one time and they do good, and they just sit him out there, you know, 17, 18 months, and just sit him out there. He go down in 2 hours, but he going into 1-1, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I think I mess a lot of good dogs up, bro. The dog get in trouble. Somebody get somewhere to where he can't get him off of him, and the dog had proper schooling, and you pride don't want you to interfere with what's going on, and you watch the other dog make him quit.
Right.
Actually, you make him quit. All of them gonna quit, they say, but I'd like for you to quit on your own.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go that same 35 you said, J.Bo. That 35% of them that quit. That is us.
I need to get paid.
What about that?
Huh? No. They at the corner. They won't let me go to the corner. That's how I'm doing.
Man, doctor say, J-Bo, they always evicted me. Put my moving by in Detroit.
You got it. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to come up in the deep. It's hard to come up in the deep.
That's a rough place.
Our people never had good luck in the deep. I know at least 3 times that somebody left from up this way and went to the deep. I came back with that deep.
Ain't nobody catch it. Ain't nobody catch it. Marquis B said you'll probably have to go to that old timers thing that Schoolboy was at to meet somebody that saw Hank. Yeah, that's true. That old timer thing. I think they do it in different places. But yeah,
I remember.
I thought it was in Arkansas or either Tennessee.
Yeah, he said they be doing it down here, and I'm like, I need to holler at Schoolboy and find out when they do that. Bring out them old school.
Yeah, called Danny Burton. He came.
Right.
Then Fiddler come. Fiddler. Mr. Gray. That'll be somebody, interesting to see and talk to up close. And they'll tell him what. If he talking like he talking on the air like that, he would, tell him what he's saying when he hit in front of him.
Yeah, what better would make you do them blues though? You got to really have some trust in them dogs, boy, to watch them blues do what they did with them.
I don't know. I say some trust, so you sure don't care nothing about it.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell y'all, J.Bo, you went back to the Chinese pit bull picture, man. You messed my whole head up, J.Bo.
Yeah, bro, that's a Chinese pit bull.
You messed my whole head up with that. So I've been searching old dogs for ever since that show. I ran across the original breed of the bully, the old school bullies. I'm talking about the old school bullies. They don't look nothing like the bullies they got right now. Yeah, they don't look nothing like the bullies they got right now. Nothing like them. These bullies, they deserve their name. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send them pictures to y'all. I got a little article about that. I'm gonna have to send that to y'all. Them dogs
Oh yeah.
look like bullets. They look like what that name means. Whatever that name means to them, they look like it. They don't look like the ones they got right now. No,
They were
I wouldn't
smaller, they were
mind.
Every
bigger.
day salute.
Man, they was about the same size, but their structure was they was like Hulk Hogan. I mean, they was like the Incredible Hulk. They was like the Incredible Hulk. Compared to these bullies right now, they was like the Incredible Hulk. They really look like something. I would like to have one of them running around my yard protecting my dog. That's how they look. You wouldn't mind him running around your yard. All his job was to do was to hold things down. You wouldn't even mind looking at one of them. Compared to the ones today, nah.
Maybe that's why they crossbreed them to get that structure.
Man, the structure back then though, oh
Hammerhead on
my
the
God.
beat,
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I'm getting those pictures for y'all. Man, you compare them to the ones today, man, even a bone structure ain't even the same. Yeah, these were some real bullies, and they came in every different size, and they all look the same.
Now look at all those black and white dogs that came from the past.
Mhm.
You didn't really see too many black ones. So every now and then you might see a picture of a black one. But you see the picture of some black and white ones, but basically brindle dogs. So it looked like the Jeep line should have been full of brindle dogs.
You would think.
And anytime you got Friendly Bow,
Right.
and then you got the Katie Marlowe stuff in it too at the same time, they ought to be doubled up on the brindle stuff that you never see come out of
Hey,
people.
look at all So-So Boys dog coming off of Finley Bow, coming down from Finley Bow. All that shit was pretty much brindle and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Sure.
Right. But not Jeep in them. Charlie had patch. Yeah.
And then maybe one of the stone dogs might have been black in front of, but they usually wasn't. They was rolling on a different color too.
Right.
Oh, me say sound like you talking about that old Rage's Edge blood. Rage's Edge blood.
Man, I don't even. I think it was before that. Oh man, the blood I'm talking about. Man, them pictures old, but they
I
was
wonder
nice.
which one older, Razor's Edge or the Watchdog? I remember when I was young, everybody Watchdog.
Yeah, but they got the guy. They got the guy and stuff too now.
I know the Razor's Edge stuff had game dogs in it. I know the Watchdog stuff had the Buster blood in it, didn't it?
Yeah, and some boy, cause they used to wear the T-shirts, and I was like, what they got to do with the Watchdog? They were like, this Grand Champion art is the foundation of the Watchdog bloodline. I said, what?
What?
Yeah, game dogs behind
in
them
the
dogs,
late '90s, when I was trying to find myself in the dogs, I had seen before I even got some dogs, I had looked into all kind of dogs and calling around all up in Tennessee, all up by Pikeville, Tennessee, talking to people about dogs. And then I went up there one time and they had the Watchdog bloodline. I didn't end up getting nothing, but I seen they had a T-shirt with Grand Champion art on it. And I said, what he got to do with what y'all got going on? They said, oh, this is the foundation right here. I said, oh, okay.
right?
I knew they had them guided. They had them guided dogs too.
Yeah, they wasn't the favorable dogs for everybody, but the dogs had stuff in them. They had stuff up in them. They just didn't breed for what they was bred to breed for. You know, they bred for what they wanted. That's when the color started.
I end up with a COVID out. Yeah, I end up with a COVID dog at the end. White and black.
Right. Only way you can compete with them, you have to run up the old school land of the giants. Get something to go with them.
I remember them back in the day too. I remember them back in the day too. Man of the giant. Them was the first XLs, wasn't it? Wasn't in the first XL?
Yeah,
My West
very
the first XL.
It was the very first.
See some of the land of the giant stuff with that white old spider?
Oh wait, they was before white old.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How much they weighed, J.Bo?
Almost 100.
Man.
Now, Jim,
Yeah. He might have been living over 100 when his mouth was open.
Man.
He ain't gone for 15 minutes, but boy, you better find something to hold on to.
I believe.
And then they were black. When they went across the black, they white older stuff, black biter stuff to it.
See what I'm saying? That black dogs are so dominant, man. They gonna change the dog. Like I said, the me and Gang dogs, they but two real dominant gene pools is that the Eli dogs and the Red Boy dogs. Cause if you got another Red Boy, it'll wipe out anything that you got in your blood. You won't see that no more.
Man, I bred
it'll wipe it
Red
out.
Boy to my buckskin Jeep male, and I got a puppy that look just like him, but solid red nose, everything red. Look like an old family red. Swear to God, look like an old family red. But look just like him.
Change your whole dog.
Yeah, everybody dog was big back then. Everybody dog was big back then. It wasn't nothing to see a catchway dog.
Catchway wasn't a thing back then.
Yeah, well, man, everybody dog was big.
They was looking at little dogs funny. Like, oh, he got the little video dog? Oh, hold on. I don't know. We find nothing like that.
Go to 3-4 matches, everybody dog over 50 pounds.
I think the lowest we can find probably about 49 for you. You got a 38? I don't know, bro. Back then,
brother said he could pick that stuff about a mile away.
They frowned upon little dogs back then.
Want them little dogs.
And then 20 minutes you got that.
I just know it was a lot more. It was a lot more big dogs back in the day, man.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't know what they got. It's like medium sized dogs, today, but in the 90s, I'm saying I just seen more big dogs, more 60, 70 pound dogs.
Yeah, but they were made so unbelievable when about the Mayday stuff. They were big dogs.
Right.
But who they went into though besides themselves? Being that size, that's on the bloodline, stay consistent on that size.
Yeah. Because everybody else.
Yeah, everybody started shrinking. Broad had big dogs, but his dogs started to shrink.
Right. Big dogs faded out.
Those dogs were big and they consistently stayed big. So those better dogs went into them tails of the crosses of themselves. They probably could have done way better than that. They wouldn't fighting each other so much. They made it didn't really throw as big as they claimed. They twinned them till their dogs wasn't big.
I seen if you go less than that and needed a heart transplant.
All right, you got to like on the soft leg, so you go the chopper. Run, get the chopper. You got the air to lift that thing over here. Oh, boy. All right, little like real. I got you right here, boy. I'm waiting on you.
That's a tricky question right there, Henry J.
The
Cause I
Henry
Dungeon
didn't,
Joint
James
starts.
was
I didn't
yeah, some
seen
kind of
some,
stuff. Mm-hmm.
I didn't seen
The
The
some
future
good
Dungeon
sound
shit.
Joint
that
They
starts to
around that
fucked
load
time.
up sometimes.
with the increase in time. If so around, what weight would you? I don't know, dog. My partner had a kiss weight, dog. And from two, the last time I seen a dog go, I ain't never seen nobody else. I conditioned them with that big old dog, bro.
Man.
I ain't never seen a dog in shape better than they used to shape that dog. And they ain't had no treadmill and none of that. He worked the rope and they jogged him, bro. I don't know what they were feeding him, bro. But back then, the kibble, I don't think nobody was buying no propane. There wasn't no propane back then. So they might have had him on joy.
Right. Simple. It was basic back then. We was using
Yeah,
cereal.
it wasn't using no. I know. I ain't seen them give him no meat or nothing.
See?
So basically, they were using straight kibble and water.
Nah, that's all I'm saying. They did give him some meat or some chicken.
And then wasn't nobody going to get no blood counts. They wouldn't get no blood counts on them animals.
Nope.
Nah.
Nope. Mm-mm.
They weren't going to the vets, bro. They wasn't. Let's see what they wasn't doing. But I know I used to be around every day. And I would call him at least one time, giving him the dog a vitamin. Yeah, but my dog had his own room in his house, bro. He had a water bed. He had his own room in the house, bro. I had a big old water bed in that. That way you slept on a water bed.
Oh man, J.Bo.
Straight up. He had his own room, bro, with a water bed in it.
Man.
That's a little he had for him, you know. He won 7 matches. I would have too, you know.
Oh yeah. He definitely had all that. I used to show all my dogs appreciation after they won a match, man. I would go and buy them a big old steak.
Say, bro, here go tonight.
Man.
Here win tonight. He say he win tonight. Alright, we go with barbecuing. He eat him a steak. Around
Man,
10, 11 o'clock that night, he going on the 5 mile. They gonna work him that night. After the match. He on 5 miles that night after the match, bro. Because he got hooked 6 weeks. He got hooked 6 weeks from the last show, and it keeps started today.
Oh man, right after the show.
And the show wasn't even over yet.
Oh man, yeah. They knew something then. They hooking them during the show. Yeah, they
hooked them. They hooked them 3 times during the show for 6 weeks after each other.
Oh yeah, they was on something different.
Dang.
Hey, bro, he was bold, bro. That's an elderly dude, bro. He hooked the dog 3 times, 6 weeks between each show, and he hadn't won this one yet.
Oh man, yeah, he knew something. He knew something.
And he'd do him off the chain 3 or 4 times between all that.
Oh man. You talking about the dog got a Cesar Chavez record.
Yeah, bro, he beat Chester Molester. Do sense Chester Molester. He beat Champion Curly, Grand Champion Curly.
Maverick, salute.
Yeah. So you know, it wasn't like he wasn't fighting nobody.
Right.
And then he lost to Diablo Sam. but was set to go back into Diablo thing. When they put him outside and he broke the chain, they jumped the fence and hung himself.
Oh man!
Oh, you got this man on the chain and he got his own room, bro, with a water bed in it. You got him on the chain?
Right. Man. You gonna start that lawnmower?
That running like that?
That's on mute. Well, sure ain't heard no lawnmower.
I heard something.
Yeah, I heard something.
Oh, that's you over there coating like the old folks say.
Mailman.
Hello.
What about the Iron Mike line, Mailman? You see some capping now? You see the dog ain't off, Iron Mike ain't off of Skull and Stitch? Which is short to cap our sister? Uh-oh.
Hold
You
on.
think the pedigree a little bit too good to be true?
That Drigger stuff, huh?
Yeah, that Drigger. You know what I'm saying? I never know who our grand champion Iron might be. I never could get it quite. I never could quite get him.
It didn't turn over all the way, did it?
No, he got a Luther curl, Prussia. He got a Luther curl. It never quite turned all the way over.
Oh, we right.
Half Jerry curl, half Afro. He got an Afro curl. Half Afro, half Jerry curl.
That's an Afro curl.
Afro curl.
I've been to Drigger house before, bro. I watched Drigger match dogs before.
Okay.
I seen him match. I seen some of them match some of that before. Into Big O. I think to the dogs when they knew me.
Oh man.
It went 2 hours. I don't think I
one
good about
that took that dive, did him?
Yeah. Took flight, no ball grabbed him and put him back in. Gonna turn him loose and he took flight. Right, no dog grabbed him in the ass and put him back in the pit. I'm talking about literally grabbed him in. But I thought he had Big O. Old dog grabbed him right in the middle of the booty hole. And pulled him back in.
Boy, dog bit me in my crack of my ass like that. If I would holler loud, like sound like Prince on Purple Rain or something. But God,
I'm talking about his feet. His feet was an inch from the ground. And the ball caught him and yanked it back in there.
Lord, Emma.
They were hunting too, boy. They were fast. Drigger had too. He was fast, boy. But this Red Rocker was a hell of a dog.
Brandon, you like a good side dog. 47 to 56 pounds. Woo, that's all. I just started grabbing my back.
That just brought me up back to the twin show when they had all the red dogs coming down from that Rascal Snooty stuff. Rascal Molly B stuff, whichever one was.
Oh man!
Oh yeah, the show yesterday.
Yeah, I went through the pedigree, man. It was just red and white dog after red and white dog, and it led up to Eli Jr. I'm like, how? I was just trying to figure out how. From
red right there, boom, Miss Pooh all red, boomerang together, baby.
Man,
the boomerang threw white dog.
It was the heavy rascal stuff spread to, I want to say the Molly B stuff, or it might have been the Snooty stuff. But no, I'm lying. I think it was the heavy rascal stuff to the heavy Eli Jr. stuff. Yeah, and it was red and white dogs on
Yeah.
top. And the dog came out red and white, and it led up to Eli Jr. on top. And I was just trying to figure it out. And on the bottom was Rascal inbred. I was just trying to figure it out. So it's like a case with what you call with the dog tonight. It's like the same type of case. Like how?
Has anybody seen the cinema movie?
Oh yeah, I saw the cinema movie. Yeah, I saw it. My nephew. Okay. Yeah, I saw it.
That's a new movie?
I came out the movie theater. Yeah, it just came out last weekend.
You better think before you turn on yourself.
No, what? Last weekend?
You're family. You better think about what you talking about. You sure you wasn't in Kansas last weekend, huh?
Where was I when I went and seen that? Where was I when I went and seen that movie? I was in Altoona, Iowa. That's where it was, because the movie theater down from the truck stop.
There you go. Put some context in that stuff. Some context in it.
Put to my man daughter, all females, me 32 to 28. Your rule 34, 56 male. You mess with that Doucette, you gonna have some big dogs probably anyway. Start killing, rolling. Oh, okay. Okay.
So you said they had air viral, read to some Jenkins stuff, to some ragged stuff.
Boy George, dog name city something. Boy George. It was all raghead stuff on top, and the bottom was Jenkins with a little bit of Judah Elvira sprinkled in there.
Oh, ain't nobody can pull that pedigree up, huh? I'll never see what the raghead stuff was.
Yeah, I can. When y'all do the show tomorrow, I can put the number in there, and y'all can probably check it out and stuff. I don't, like I said, I don't. I saw the pedigree and how it was bred. I thought it was bred like immaculate. You know what I'm saying? I just thought it was excellent. Now I just say, I wonder if this dog even still around, or people got dogs off this dog.
It had to be. I like to see to know how the Jenkins stuff got into it. They're able to turn the area, couple areas around here. So where that Jenkins stuff could have just got into it, you know.
But get what? That I came across that dog. Me looking at pig dogs.
Okay, that's the area that I'm talking about. That's the only way the Jenkins stuff could get into it is around that area.
Right.
That's coming from the same with the ragged dog.
Right.
Yeah, but that was a cool dude, bro. I wish you could have met him, bro.
Right. I wish I would have met him.
Yeah, he a cool dude, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. He got more out of them dogs than what he should got out of them. But how the pedigree was on.
Oh, okay.
Looking at the pedigree.
Rotary phone.
Yeah, he got way more out of them dogs that was expected.
Right.
He was the exception to those dogs. He found that sauce. He found something that they didn't find. Yeah, he found something that they didn't find.
And I looked at the Turner. I just was going back and forth between those two and came across those dogs. The Turner with the Magnum stuff. They had the prime time stuff in there. The Fritz and stuff. Right.
Yeah, the prime time had Fritz.
Hammerhead on the beat, bitch.
Right. That's when I started looking at.
Downtown right across the river from me. Maybe
Yeah.
7-8 miles.
And then I think after
So,
prime
Wow.
time was Young
so
Money.
I seen Fritz on his yard.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, Pressure.
Yeah,
Young
because we
Money.
had some stuff
Young
coming
Money
down
had-
from Young Money Jenkins stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, following that trail right there the other night and said, you know what, I can put this in the show. Instead of making me a third case, this is gonna be my third case. Maybe I'll start doing this. Putting the APB out on certain dogs. Cause you never know in the community, you know, where you might be looking at some stuff and you like, man, where that stuff went? They be like, man, yeah, it's in our backyard. We got 20 of them. What you talking about? Them dogs ain't extinct.
Yeah.
Them dogs ain't extinct. They in our backyard.
Yeah, I know people
You
got
didn't even
pit blood. I'm pit blood.
Oh yeah? Yeah,
Yeah, I know
man.
people that got pit blood.
What you do?
You know,
You don't like it?
I need. I know.
Thank you. I want that one too. And you.
And it really made me even more interested when I went back and listened to Hellcat interview with Dirt Nap when they talked about Grand Champion T-Rex. I don't know if anybody ever seen that. But
T-Rex.
you know, he had one where he talked about Champion Dirty, and the other one he had one where he talked about Grand Champion T-Rex. And he was talking about him trying to get some Jenkins blood. One of them was just the first one he got was just a game plug, but the second one he said, "Hey man, you can get this one, but we already got him hooked. So you could just take over the, you know what I'm saying, take over the show and you know and everything."
Right.
And that ended up being a T-Rex dog. But yes, if you see how T-Rex bred, kind of, you know.
We just gonna say it's complicated.
Yeah, that what I would say. When you look at it, I'm like, But he was like, well, he went over 2 hours multiple times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It
was like, yeah, it's complicated.
That's all. That's all we can say about the Jenkins blood. It's complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Hammer
I
hit.
don't know why that many people didn't use it as a plug, a game plug. It's different with the game, though.
They ain't let it out like that.
Oh, they sold it.
Let
They
that
sold
blood
it.
out.
Oh, yeah, they did. Everybody had one on the way. I had one over Champion Chief, and I had one over Mighty
man.
Mike.
Oh man.
Yeah, and we used to go buy them. We used to go buy them straight from Recall. Look, we got the whooping Recall so good the way he crossing into the Doc Holiday, though.
Oh man.
They got the Hammond boys. All them went to jail for something else, but they had little mates to what we had. Them boys, when they had them dogs, all them went to jail. Oh man, I'm talking about them drinking dogs. Yeah, boy, Mr. Jim and them had them drinking dogs. Mr. Bourgeois had them drinking dogs. All through them springs had drinking dogs. Rivers and paths were full of drinking dogs. You know, crack that hit. You want to forget that bomb. Crack that hit. Crack hit.
Like us up north,
No, crack hit.
They ain't like us up north.
No, man, crack hit. They couldn't wait till you get to. They couldn't wait till you get to their house.
Salute.
That boys had crack down here. Boy, that crack hit. One dog everywhere. You pass by your house, the dog too.
Oh man.
Boy, everybody had drinking dog back then.
I wish I would have known.
Yeah, you ain't get no papers with them, but you had them. Mark Gill on them had, Mark C on them had drinking dog. They had the Grand Champion Elvis dog. They were all around there.
Shout out Dapman Brown. He the first one on record to give it up for crack. Salute the crack.
Yeah, right. He in this area. He ought to know. That's how many Jenkins dog he
I
had.
don't believe that's how he said. I was just saying, I believe he told that story on your show. On your show, J.Bo, about how he came in contact with the Jenkins dog.
All right, salute the crack. I can't say that I never graduated to cocaine.
Oh no.
No, I never graduated to cocaine.
Mailman say I have Jeep LaPasse, Snooty Rascal Cross, male red with bad ears.
Oh man.
Hammerhead on the beat, bitch.
You know, you got a lot of red dogs in your pedigree. The Snooty, the LaPasse Buster known for doing a chocolate dog or two.
That's like school bus stuff bread, huh? And cheap. With that LaPasse Buster stuff in it.
Right. Yeah. Miss Rage. Jeep Miss Rage.
Yeah. I have to get some ears done.
Yeah, we got it.
But it also depends on the hound style. I had a few of them back in the days that I left with some ugly ears because I knew somebody was gonna grab them, and I wanted them to grab an ugly ear. Let us do us.
Yeah, I gotta see why people used to cut the ears off of.
I had one that was, head rider. Yeah, he might get it ear. If I had one to go to that body, getting that front end and all that, he gonna keep them ears. I'm gonna let you grab that little ugly ear. It's right there for you. Grab it.
Have fun with them.
Yeah.
Boy, I seen some work to me of having hollering like at a concert. Oh, boy, sit back, hit the milk a couple times. Oh! I know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
We get on that ear, boy. That ear will tell you.
Boy, the ear, them feet, and that nose. Oh, that nose will get a lot to do.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you start singing like Luther with that nose.
On that Fred Sanford. Oh, to be sure. I know.
Dorian Shaw, you said tell us something about the SDA. Right, the center movie. I'll say this, I ain't gonna spoil it. But that's one of the blackest vampire pictures I ever seen. That's what I left out the movie saying. That's the blackest. And if you from Louisiana, southern Louisiana, and you from southern Mississippi, like Mississippi Delta area, and you know your history, then you know they touched on a lot of that in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that was in a vampire movie?
No way.
Yeah,
oh,
but
yeah,
it ain't like
I ain't watching it. I ain't watching that. Boy, I ain't watching it.
I said it ain't nothing. It's funny. It ain't nothing like what you think it's gonna be like. And all that. It's kind of funny. It's funny.
That depends on what you call funny. I'm talking about why you sleep hearing noise in the other room. Oh, that ain't funny then. I'm talking about why you sleep hearing noise in the other room type funny.
Right.
Cheating in the next room. Not that kind of. But it's the blues like that. It's the blues like that. But it ain't.
Oh, dang, you'll never forget this, boy. When I was in high school, I probably was high school. I went to sleep, bro, and I woke up. It was raining so hard outside, bro. And I come home half-ass drunk, and the TV was on loud. I don't know what it was, bro. I just went to the TV to cut the TV off, and when I reached to touch the TV, boy, Hank came out the grave and grabbed old girl Hank, bro. That was Carol. I ain't know what it was, you know. But when I touched the TV, Hank came out the grave and grabbed old girl Hank, dog. See, but I told the TV down running. Like, boy, I'm talking about. I told the TV down running. straight outside into the rain. They had what's wrong with you? But I don't know what. That took me a minute to come to. Oh, I don't like to watch a scary movie like that, but then come home. Oh, girl, Hank, come on, that green grab your girl, Hank. Boy, straight out the house into the rain.
I'm done.
Yeah, it was over with. I'm talking about I run outside in the thunderstorm. Oh, I'm scared. That scared the life out of me, bro. Yeah, I'm talking about disappointed. The bad part movie funny, huh? Black vampire?
Rotary phone right there.
Yeah, but it's more like it's like more metaphoric, like you know, with the music and the juke joint and all that, and all the things that go on at the juke joint, and you know, you got the church and the contrast between the church music and the juke joint, you know, and the blues and you know what I'm saying?
Like your vampire movie, New Orleans, with all the black people in it, huh?
Might be something like that, you know.
It started thundering just like I be looking all around.
They just touch on it. They just touch on it. But it's like it really about the music and all that stuff too, you know. But yeah. Dude did a great job though playing twins. He had to play one part, then play the other part. Dude did good, man. Smoke and Stack. One on name Smoke, the other name Stack. Smoke Stack.
I better not ever get no twin puppy. Ever.
Yeah, me. You seen Craven yet?
Craven, yeah.
It's good.
It was okay to me. They say it was one of the least popular one. The least popular of all the Marvel movies. It didn't do good in the box office. But it was cool to me. It was cool to me.
They should have put Spider-Man on it.
They put Spider-Man on it.
They never needed to put on it. Somebody know Craven would be chasing Spider-Man. They gonna put a movie on it and then start out though. Spider-Man been out for 100 years. He's still in high school.
Yeah, like, what old Spider-Man?
Spider-Man 16 and he's still in high school.
Spider-Man just don't age.
Yeah, bro, he ain't even hit a girl yet. Mary Ann, what her name is?
Mary Jane.
Yeah, he even hit Mary Jane yet, man. 60 years, you ain't hit Mary Jane yet. Yeah, your bar didn't hit Mary Jane and you ain't hit her. Shazam. Even Shazam didn't hit Mary Jane, man.
Mary Jane for the street.
That Shazam and the Green Goblin hit. He ain't done nothing yet.
Damn.
That's our new Spider-Man. He's still in high school.
Dr. Octopus.
Yeah. He didn't even hit.
Hammerhead on the beat, bitch.
Peter Parker.
Ain't that something? Even the black Spider-Man hit Jane, and Peter still ain't done nothing. You know we had the black suit. Even the black Spider-Man hit Jane, man. Peter still ain't done nothing.
What was that? That was Venom. Wasn't that Venom?
Yeah, I'm talking about he had a black suit that he put on, and take over,
Right.
and take over you.
Mm-hmm.
He had to put it on a church bell to get the suit off him. Even the black suit hit James.
He said a black suit.
Yeah, bro.
Everybody ain't had John.
Spider-Man 16, and you still got to beat this battle Spider. And when it was just when the last one took off from him, you got to get bit by a spider again. That's how they be lying about these dogs. Don't nobody want what nobody else got. But you're chasing so hard, you're alive to get it after you got it. And the first thing you want to do is change it to yours. So that means you gonna inbreed it and change all the names on it.
No, man.
You're gonna tell me when you inbreed it, it ain't no good.
I thought about that too when they did. Remember, when we talk about Bad Cleo and they put the Kobe stuff, the real Kobe stuff with whatever Red Boy is. I said, hell, they made the lie. They made the lie the truth. If he ain't Kobe Dime, by the time you get it, it's gonna be Kobe Dime. It's gonna have some Kobe Dime in there. It ain't all the way a lie. By the time you get your hands on it, they got Kobe Dime in there 3-4 times. It ain't coming the way you think it's coming. It's coming through the other side of the family.
To Mad Dr. Mary Jane. You know he ain't hit Charles no girl. Old Jane was doing her thing.
Alright.
A monkey might have hit Jane, but Spider-Man had nothing to do with this.
Hammerhead on the beat, bitch.
You know one of the monkeys hit Jane, man. Me, Tarzan, brother. Boy, that's messed up. I got to have never said that. That's disrespect for that, bro. Me, Tarzan, brother. Me, hit Jane.
You got
You really did. So when you went on, somebody got dogs, and they get a program. So they're gonna take that dog, and then once they program start, somewhere they're gonna inbreed that dog, right?
Right.
So what you gonna outcross it first and inbreed it, or you gonna inbreed it first and then outcross it? What you think they did? They outcrossed it first and then they inbred it, or they line bred it first and then inbred it?
That's probably what they did right there. What you just said, line bred it first.
And then
They're
inbred
gonna put something a little different in there. Yeah, they're gonna tighten back up on it. Yeah.
Right.
And then sooner or later they're gonna inbreed it, right?
Right.
So
right.
Do that.
Basically, the man before you got that did the same thing, and the man before where he got that from basically did the same thing. So these dogs are inbred basically with the same things for hundreds of years to make them purebred dogs. Now we got all this stuff out of them. So if these dogs are inbred off the same thing for hundreds of years, and the only thing that changed is the names or the ownership of the dogs, the blood stays the same. So if these dogs been bred like that hundreds of times off the same thing, why all of a sudden when you do it, it's too much? Why had to wait till you get it? Yeah, why when you got it when it didn't work? Hey, because you ever didn't bring too much.
You know why?
I've been breeding these dogs for hundreds of years.
I'm gonna say.
And why mine too much?
I'm gonna say it ain't too much. It just come down to what that person preference is, and the person before you and the person before them preference was what they were breeding.
Well, you know, if this all gonna be on the basis of not no theatrical stuff. It's gonna be on quits, wins, and quits. That's how you base your line. It ain't the blood. You base your dogs off of curves and good dogs. This ain't no theatrical.
Oh snap! Well, you know the cap was in there, J.Bo.
So you know you ain't gonna even say losses. So you just only say wins and curves. Wins and losses, huh?
He know the curve was in there. He said it like that FDA because he know the curve was in there.
That's the part I'm waiting for you to. You don't want to say it, but I'm waiting for you to say it.
What about the pickup? What about the one that got picked up?
I can respect.
They ain't quit when they lost, but they picked up.
I can respect the conversation of you saying you picked up, but that ain't in my conversation. You know, I understand you in your field. I understand when you in your field and you're talking about your picked up. I know how to be quiet and wait you finish talking, and then I start talking again. But that ain't in my language. I'm in awe, just like you in awe. Oh, I forgot to say all that was enough. My bad. I'm the kind of that I like to let it play all the way out.
Right.
Once it plays all the way out, then you can start telling the story. You can't stop the story 2 minutes before it ends and then hope for the best. Because until the story over with, you never know what happened at the end.
That's where the cap comes in there.
Yeah, just because you shine and they got the whole crowd clapping don't mean you gonna scratch. So I kind of like to wait it all the way out to the end to find out what's going on. Ain't gonna be no if, woulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda with me.
No, you can do that at the end too, J.Bo.
Yeah, well, we gonna wait everybody.
You're gonna have to do what Glenn said.
I'll tell you what. Well, you know that's
somebody got to come across.
You know that's the rule.
One thing I won't do.
You know that's Cajun. That's the Cajun rule.
Right, that is.
That's all we thought was Cajun rule.
Right.
If you taking that count, I ain't gonna pick you up. When you get the 5, I'm gonna let you go on ride on that, buddy.
Boy, I'm not. You looked at me one time.
Dogs at the end.
Boy, you looked at me one time and doing this whole thing that's going on. You happen to look at me once. I mean, I'm not touching you ever again. Straight up. I don't care if you had a book in your nose and you trying to put it on your shoulder. You had to make eye contact with me.
You better come back. You better come on top.
Yeah, I'm never touching you again.
So you glanced at me. Not look. You just glanced at me.
Look at me.
Yeah, he said, oh, look. I don't lock it out. I don't lock your eyes. He said, you glanced. You look up and you glanced at me. I'm not looking at you no more. I'm not touching you no more.
Right, I got you. I'm about to walk on no sidewalk boy and holler for his dog. Right, tell him to get him.
Send him in there.
All right, send him in there. Tell him to get it. Hey, his name Frank. I'm about to give him all kind of information about you. Okay. We got devil juice on. We got this. Yeah, bro. So sometimes we might need to stop asking them about the cap. We might want to know that the conscious you really keeping that animal after you quit. What makes you do that? Hey, that's what the old timer made you do? You know, that's what I heard the old timer used to tell the old timer. When we give you these dogs, don't check them. Just breed them.
Wait.
I heard some tell the other ones that they wasn't working when I was looking at them. So I stopped looking at them and I just bred them.
No, you can't do that.
Especially that voodoo stuff. When somebody adopted that voodoo stuff into their lines of dogs back then, those dogs were not tested. Because if you was testing one of those animals, that blood would have never crossed back then. If you was waiting on 2 dogs to do it.
Right.
Mike Dan, salute. What are you talking about?
Word, Mike
y'all
Dan.
got J.Bo up. Yo, y'all got J.Bo up line at 1 a.m. I don't know what time it is back at the house. I'm all the way on the West Coast on Mountain Time, so I'm heading back east.
Yeah, I feel good too.
Yeah. But yeah, like I say, it's gonna be a lot of cap. Ain't nothing gonna never stop the cap, J.Bo. Pressure ain't never gonna stop
the cap. The cap make the world go round. The world cap.
Oh yeah, Brandon Crawford.
Did God tell little Tito Adam don't touch them apples?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I knew Adam was like. That's how I knew Adam was a white man, because a nigga would have got one off the ground. He say don't pull none of the apples off that tree. Oh, all right, over there. Man, what the name was? He would have still got an apple, but it'd have been off the ground.
All right.
He had sense enough to wait. Yeah, well, he had sense enough to wait. He wasn't listening to what old boy told him. You don't tell him what to do. See, man, Pressure King T, we walked over there to that tree every day till we found one on the ground.
That's it.
Slipped it right on the. Both of us would have been on Earth. I ain't never heard it put out. What he did to Adam, bro?
Man. Yeah, what he did to him?
Yeah.
He do nothing to him. He did that to Eve, them.
I know he run somebody out. He say he come back up. Yeah. Oh, he come back there and he smell something funny and put somebody out.
Made her have pain when she had labor. I said, well, dang, that means before Eve did that means that a woman have a baby and the baby just fall out, I guess. I don't know. You don't have no brain.
Well,
Right.
yes, ooh, that's probably. So I wonder what he did out.
No.
Well, I don't mean for it to make it sound funny, you know. I ain't the Bible dude, you know. I never heard that he did out
Right.
nothing though.
Right.
I might ask old Pioneer that preach tomorrow. Man, but what God ever did out of him about that apple, bro?
Oh, he ain't do nothing. He's the one grabbed it. I mean, well, I got 3.
Well, he the one that snatched the apple?
Yeah, he's the one got the apple, not the apple.
Well, I know how
Might
shit
have
went
snatched
around.
The serpent came and talked to her.
Might got gave to her.
The serpent
Yeah,
came
yeah.
and told her what time it was with the apple. What
Yeah, he
what
got
apple
gave
mean
to
when
her.
you eat the apple? You gonna be just like God if you eat the apple.
There was some
I guess she like, oh, for real?
Yeah, I thought a ball pulled it apple and gave it to her.
There was some pimping cap involved. That's
Oh.
all.
He said, you know, you gotta shake that tree. You gotta shake that tree to get that apple off of it.
Yeah, got this apple for you. Yeah. Go get it to your boo, man. Yeah. Yeah, don't call all up in the mix. He did.
Well, you know the wind.
chilling.
You know the wind be blowing up there right away to one of them apples fell. Our apples don't turn red up there.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now we
You
gonna
know,
find
in
you
the
some
dog
bills.
game, you know, in the dog game, you know, the person that be the most arrogant and talking the loudest, and I'm the baddest, and I got the baddest dog. Everybody want to be them.
right.
Everybody want to be them. Or make an example out of him. Is that what happened to our boy today? Is that what happened to our boy? Should do in the draft? I know
Yeah.
this ain't got nothing to do with dog per se, but
Yeah.
when
I
it got
kind of
to
look
do
like
with
everybody.
personality, bragging and people don't like a bragger or somebody
Well, I
who's
know.
confident. I don't know about a bragger. You gotta
I'm
run your
dead.
mouth to be a bragger.
Yeah, well, they don't like his daddy. It's a LeVar Ball thing. He works in LeVar Ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Touch of some of them people, you know.
Right.
What they call it, nepotism.
Yeah.
You know, see, Brandon got a nepotism. They trying to cut that in the bud right now, so Dion coming at a messed up time right now. They already mad. They already hate Dion.
Right.
But that boy, he should have went in the first round, man.
Man.
Still end up with Cleveland.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, he still end up with Cleveland, and their other brother, Shiloh, he ended up signing as a free agent to the Buccaneers.
They
Well, he didn't
trying
get
to stop that.
But he
They trying to
got
stop that
signed.
guarantee. They don't want him to get that guaranteed money.
Yeah.
I'm already rich.
So he might be one of the first ones to say, man, I took a pay cut to come to the NFL.
Right.
I already made $5 million.
And look how much money them children making on the internet right now. And you got millions of views on. Millions
Oh, yeah,
of
they're
followers.
screaming. They're screaming.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the dog.
Yeah,
They're
that's what I
screaming
said.
right now.
Remind me of the dog.
Yeah, they screaming right now. But you got to have the best to scream. But how could you determine who got the best when ain't nobody doing that?
Yeah.
J.Bo just turned around through the monkey wrench in the mix.
Oh, they talk about Shannon Sharp. Say, but you know Shannon didn't do gay until after Skip Evans. After Skip blowed on him, he started looking gay after that.
Right.
You think they done blackball? They blackball Shannon? Not Cat Williams talking about Shannon looked for suspicious to him. Come on, cut it out, Cat Williams. He seemed to really live on. Yeah, he seemed to really live on. Bad as I was talking about, he looked like a punk to him. And he warned him. You think Shannon took it from old girl?
$25,000 per butt cheek. He said $25,000 per butt cheek. Got hung up on the ass right then. No one knows how much I got.
I'm gonna tell you what Shannon used to tell.
Per butt cheek. Flatline.
I'm gonna tell you what Shannon used to tell Ocho. Shannon used to tell Ocho, I'm gonna drop the baby leg. I'm gonna drop the baby leg on him. He's always talking about dropping the baby leg. But there you go.
You don't drop. There's only $50 million bid thing going on now. You might try to hang him up on it.
He dropped the baby leg in old boy.
Hey, that was funny when he sent out the text, all the texts that she was saying, but they were talking real they were talking freakier than Rick James on that thing. But the thing was, he ain't put none of the text where he responded back to what she said.
Oh, you don't think that's who he was with when he came on live hitting her?
Oh wait. You know.
I ain't laughing at what you said, J.Bo. I'm laughing at how you said it. That shit that was funny as hell. He came on that hitting. He said he came on that hitting. Yeah, he did though. That ain't no lie. He came on hitting.
You know he too grown.
That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. J.Bo got a way that he said some shit. It'd be funny as hell, dog. He said he came on that girl. That same girl that came on that hill. He came on that hill.
He came on that hill all right. His phone was messed up or something.
Talking like he in a Porto movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you dropped the baby. Yeah, your baby leg. Look where your baby leg got you now.
You got it. I said, I was like, man, that cow. It takes you. Anybody ever went live on Instagram? Then you got to press 2-3 buttons to go live on Instagram. Can't it ain't no button. It ain't gonna. I make a mistake and sat on my phone and it went on live. No, you got to hit a couple of buttons to get it to go live.
Yeah, his bud did the combo.
And then this might be the deal. And then this might be something just for you won't think he gay. This might don't even be real.
Right.
He trying to get his image. He trying to get his image back. He ain't worried about no ESPN.
You bully with that. He wasn't doing that.
He ain't worried about no ESPN. He make more money streaming than he get from ESPN.
Right. And you guys a little show, Bobby? Yeah, show definitely popping. Well,
hey, what you think about the Matt Harper show going down, bro?
Man.
Now, who they pay the light bill, J.Bo? Who they pay the light bill? They said the red man cut him off.
Boy, you heard what Bigger say, huh?
Cut him off.
Boy, Bigger said it wasn't no red man. Somebody came there with that thing looking for Matt Harper, said they was shooting in front of the plate.
Stop playing, J.Bo.
They all of them was laid out till some dudes whooped up. with that iron, they started shooting in front of the barbershop. And when they come in the barbershop, everybody laid on the floor. He said, "Knife Hopper too big, or you big for nothing." Boy, Bigger went off today. So them goons come in there looking for Mad Hopper and clear Mad out. They were shooting in front of the barbershop and everything. That's why old boy put him out the barbershop.
Wow.
Dang, man. Well, at least Mecca was still trying to be loyal to him. Oh, Mecca, he's talking about, I remember when I called him. Mecca said, I called and told him that the lights was out. Mecca said, he said, I got there first, and I came in. I said, how we gonna do the show today? Ain't no lights on in here.
Boy, Mecca went on Bag Pew with Info and Heineken and everybody up there.
I love that shit. I love that show. I love Bad Pew. I love SO and Heineken. Yeah, I watch them too. I watch them heavy. Yo.
Boy, they run into an ass man, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, Bigger gave it to him today.
Oh, man. That bad business to catch up with you, though.
Man, Bigger went off today. Then them boys came there with that iron shooting. Coming there looking for Mav, everybody in there on the floor. They Mav in there hollering about get them Bigger. I'm a Bigger, you big for nothing.
Wow.
All them road farts had them heat and heat. He leaked that audio, called that. Think about it. Oh, man.
Well, he leaked that. Now you got to pay $50,000 for leaking. You're 50 years old. You in a sketch of sex scandal at 50 years old, man. Cut it out, bro. It might be a good scandal, but before you get some. But see, after that first time, bro, you don't want no more. That scandal over with. He's 50 years old, boy. Scandal ain't tearing nobody up like that.
You better get you roast balls.
Bro, go give him some one time, and after that, that's a wrap. I'ma holler at you.
All right.
Are you standing on business?
J.Bo, you need to get these roast balls. J.Bo, get these roast balls. I don't care if you're out of time, out of line, or in the rhyme. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5.
Oh, I dropped the baby leg on. Yeah.
You say, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you dropped her baby. You dropped her baby back off to her. That's what you did.
Right.
Yeah, you kept that whole baby. While she was gone.
I'm just gonna be honest. I'm like, if you that big, won't you do like a lot of celebrities do? I don't know. I probably still get caught up because I just say I would go to the. You gonna go? Why don't you go to the to them people that do that kind of stuff overseas somewhere, to like Thailand or somewhere that.
Boy, you 50.
They got the whole,
you 50 years.
The whole house over there. But,
boy, you 50 years. You 50 years old, bro. That's too far to do all that.
When you get signed up, don't they got an NBA? What you call it? A non-disclosure agreement, an NDA. Well, look, if whatever we're doing here, if you tell, you know what I'm saying, I can sue you. You tell anything that happened here. I don't know how you get around it. I don't know how you get around it.
I ain't never had no white woman before. But if you a millionaire with a white woman, I think some cat will be the last thing you going to be wanting.
They said this woman right here, a Latino woman that trying to get the $50 million out of her. They ain't white. She's Latino.
And he got a white woman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I ain't never had a white woman to be talking about one like I'm supposed to, but I thought that's the least thing you wanted when you had one of them. I thought they had specialties, you know. Maybe I was wrong, you know. I ain't gonna ask you that question about if you ever had one before.
Oh, the white woman?
Yeah, with a white woman before?
I'm a trap. Just to show, is heaven happy? Just to show us I done traveled to wherever. I done had all kinds of flavors of wherever I was. Just to show us heaven happy.
Yeah, did you ever have what they call a relationship with one before?
No, I ain't gonna say that far. I ain't gonna go that far. I ain't going that far. I'm gonna say I had experience. I had a few experiences. I ain't had no relationship.
Chris, you ever had a relationship with a white woman before?
No, not a full relationship. I was just, you know.
So you got to beat him over him.
Having fun.
I ain't never had one that liked me. I ain't never had one that liked me before. I used to be waving, but I never said hey back. I stayed a little bit too far down south. I don't know though. Like I said, I never graduated to cocaine either. So that's why I probably missed out at it.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't never graduated to cocaine, so you ain't missing out right here.
I ain't with no cocaine.
Right.
I did the weed thing. I ain't never graduated, you know.
No, the graduation wasn't called for.
Yeah, bro. But I'm just listening to the myth of it, to where another woman was the last thing you need besides her at the time, because they had skills. And I'm just looking at shining with this woman with all these skills. Why would you be running behind a 19-year-old that you could just really do what you want with? He could have went back to the hood for one of that, for that.
Right.
What's up with your boy, J.Bo? He tried it, didn't he? And he came on the front, and he came on the floor with it later. South Baton Rouge, very own Kevin Gates. What he?
Oh yeah.
Talking about LeBron.
LeBron said, "Bro, but check this out." I don't know why Bo said that. I was like, "Come on, Bo, man, leave LeBron alone, bro." But when LeBron won the next game, you seen it when he came off court. How Savannah was kissing, how they was kissing and hugging. It ain't nothing like what said, bro. He had something when he said that he violated Bo tripping. I don't know why he said that, but it kind of looked like that. When LeBron came off the court the other day, oh yeah, he took the girl tongue and everything when they went to the back. I was like, all right, get it right, Bo.
Yeah. There must be some truth to it. She started doing all that.
Yeah, it must have been some truth to it, bro. But I read her face when the one walked up to her. She had that look on her face like, man, your breath be stinking when you finish playing ball. Move, bro. Had that kind of look, you know.
Yeah.
They was in love after the game. I was like, that's right, bro. Do your counseling, boy. Some gonna like it. Some ain't gonna like it. All right, my man, boy, counselor.
But y'all said he always was a smart guy. He always was a smart guy. That's why I say he might see stuff other people don't see. y'all looking at it like that. He looking at it like, I don't quite want to be that. Cause look how she looking at him. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
man.
look how you ride. Him and Drika be getting into it so much with all the Hollywood behind his old lady name, you know. Like he wouldn't talk about the old lady, you know. I don't know her nothing, but she from down here too, you know.
Yeah, Drika from down there.
I know her people. I probably know the mom. I probably went to school with her mom.
Oh, okay.
She said she from South Baton Rouge, so I did go to school with her people, no more mom. Well, you be after LeBron, bitch. I was like, what? Get in there, bro. Show us you got some money, boy. When you rich, you talk about who you want to.
And them tickets on that front ain't cheap. Him and that lady sitting down there on that front, on the court side. That ain't no cheap. At the Lakers game, that ain't cheap.
Well, wouldn't nobody would have heard us if we would have said it.
Nah.
It took somebody that stature to say that for LeBron to even hear that.
Yeah. It just go to show you that LeBron be looking at everything. He hear everything. He just choose what to speak on and what not to say something about. He hear everything what people saying.
It's all about money. Look how many views Bo got with that post. He drawed 1 million views with that. LeBron responded and drawed 1 million views with that. They got paid for that 2 second on what they got paid for. He came on the screen.
It was a payday out of it.
Yeah, he came on. He got money off of streaming by just saying that. He made a show on it. He made a couple $1,000 off the show.
Yeah.
And then people that make what they call that? What they call it? Reaction. Yeah, know them reaction videos. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they got paid off it too.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about money with them, though. I think they maybe try to get together for South Bottom, dog, and try to hold some kind of little drive. Trying to offer something up for some bro, try to raise a couple dollars for him, bro. That they said found cancer in his little girl. I guess it might be spreading, you know.
Right.
Oh man.
Well, you know, that's something, bro, we never get a chance to pay for, bro. You never give him $1 a piece, you know?
Right.
It's enough between all these shows where we be giving a grand or so. Just by giving $1, right. You know? Whoever get two, you know? I just don't know how to ask nobody for their money, you know?
Right. Right, just trying to get a man some support, man. The man that came and did something that a lot of folks, like you said back in the day, a lot of people said they were gonna do something and they never do that. South Bottom, one of the very few people that actually did what he said he was gonna do. He did it twice. You know what I'm saying? We talked about, man, why don't we get our own stuff? We at the level now, we ought to get our own stuff. Why we can't do our own show? Well, he went on and did. He really did.
I met Mr. Doucette when my partner was going into him. I was small then, bro. So at that time when I met him, it was just like we going to the white man house. That's all I know of him. I wasn't really trying to talk to him because I was on the other side. So all I wanted to see him do was lose. I got a chance to see him use Mule Train into Tuffy. And then he used Hurt. into Tuffy. He lost both of them. But there were some bad dogs, and then he had a weak, that Mason dog. We lost the boot camp to collect the Mason. And I tried to get one of them weights he was throwing with a 42-pound female. But the boys wouldn't let me go into him, bro. Like they say, he was a lick. And why would they let me go into him when they could? And get that lick. But I had mixed feelings, dog. I seen the dogs. I seen a lot of them. I think you had terrible dogs. I ain't never heard nobody saying nothing bad about them, bro. And I seen the dogs. They were bad, bro. They were game, too. I wish I would have had my chance to go into him before he had passed, you know. I tried to go in from one away he called through boot camp, and they wouldn't let me do it, bro. They might have saved me, huh? But they had a high set female. With pure high set. At that same weight that I was trying to go into him with. One day we ain't on the telephone, I tell you about that. I got a chance to go into her too.
Right. Yeah. I think I like to do shit too. Dead in the house, black dog stuff. I kind of like that. I like that. What you were saying about the main, about the main dog and all.
Yeah, then that black dog was the hell of a he had it all.
Yeah.
I think he was the only one that, out of the Diamond Gym dogs I seen this state game. Regular dog got a mange. I think they bred mange. Little dog. I think they bred mange to Puck. I got a dog called Little Buck out of it. And he was a game dog. And we had got Little Buck through Barry's Kennels. We sold all his dogs. Well, Robert Ricard made it there before we got there to get the dog. And his quote that he left there for us was, y'all ends and never put your hand on that dog.
Mm-hmm. The one thing you beat us there, another thing you leave us a message too. Oh man.
Yeah. Well, I had to stop his mama though.
Oh.
So I wanted to he know that.
Oh, he would have turned so many color red. Ooh, he'd have been red as that dog pressure got. You look like an old family red in the face when you'd have told him something like that.
Yeah, but I still got a chance to. I was gonna tell him. I probably would have started letting me up the way she come from. Me and him cool, you know.
Right.
Yeah. And that was some of the main stuff that he used to say about how he had never breed a curve. Yeah, he the Diamond Gym. Yeah, he the Diamond Gym did it, or he did it.
Somebody did.
A week or so come got him though. You're playing with your paperwork one day. Look at Maine's offspring. And the Little Buck dog. He was in a deal. My boy Skinner sold his whole yard. My boy come got him before we got there and snatched him up. So that's like you come stole the dog. Ooh, this finger was good. What else you had on the bracket?
That was it. I had those dogs right there that I had. I was on the APB out for dollars and interest. I talked about Tab and Crab, and I talked about the Little Bill, LP, Little Bill. They say he did end up producing, but he didn't look nothing like what his mom and daddy was, and he didn't throw a lot of nothing that looked like his mom and daddy. You'd have thought it was a Jeep dog, how the dogs come out looking. What time it is now? Okay, yeah, we can. About that time, y'all. We're going to shut it down, man. I'd like to thank everybody for joining the Cap Brothers, the Honorable J.Bo, Crescent Killer Combine. PNT came on for about 2-3 laughs, and he might have started cranking up that chainsaw and cutting some trees down. You know, work never done for a dog, man. I'd like to salute everybody. Y'all know what it is. Oh, call me back.
Yeah, I seen some of them dogs. Yeah, I seen some of them. Yeah, I seen some of them. They see me too while they were standing. Look, they see me too while they were standing there, wasn't doing nothing. I probably got some of them dogs, man. That did that one. One of them worked out, but what he did, they were so crazy.
Come on, man.
By the time they got Wario, so he had to went through them.
Come on, man. Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Y'all check that show out, man. Y'all look at Pinocchio.
Yeah, we're gonna check that. We're gonna check that out. And y'all know what it is for tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Time. Bulldog with Bo, come take a ride, man. Bring all your drink, your smoke, and all your snacks, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing snacks. I might share this time. I might share. I saw you say I don't share, but I might share, man. Y'all all right? We family. We all right. We in the community. Just let me pour the potato chips in your hand. Don't stick your hand in my potato chips. Let me pour the potato chips in your hand. You don't do that. So
I don't put you off the bus over there.
You get the ride. Get the ride.
All right.
Bring some gas money. Y'all bring some gas money with you. It's a roll up paper money.
And you get to drive.
That dog ain't gonna get that steering wheel up, J.Bo.
I'm trying to find out who that dog for. We got tickets now to pay.
Yeah, and we might have some surprises in the midweek next week. Y'all stay tuned. Might be some surprises in the midweek next week. You know, there's some things in the background going on. Mad Dollar with the helicopter salute, Cosmic Cat, all them Detroit cats. Carlos.
Have a seance. Get us a Ouija board and have us a seance.
Somebody gonna try to call Bobby Hall back.
Yeah, sure will. We're gonna call Hunter back. We're gonna call Hunter Bunch back too.
Somebody finna get big. They say she'll bite. But salute everybody who came out the Bulldog Court. Go ahead.
We're gonna find out who was hitting the dog and everything. Salute
the non-stop. And J.Bo tomorrow. Everybody come on over. And we're gonna do the seance, and we're gonna find out all the evidence and bring it back on Bulldog Court to bring it before the people and let you decide from the seance. But this your boy. Get a Hope James, because we got to get a hold of the game. We out.